Hi, I'm Mr. Eric Tang. Many students find difficulties in learning the concepts about public key encryption, digital signature, and digital certificate. In this series of videos, I will present this idea by examples and animations. Here we go. Let's first talk about non-public key encryption. When we do encryptions, we need a key called password. Then the encryption algorithm will change our data to the encrypted data by using our password. It's just like using a key to lock a door. After locking it, no one can enter the door, and we lock our data by the key. No one can understand the data. One important thing you need to know in this case is that you will use the same key or passwords to decrypt or unlock the document. That means we will use the same password or key in both encryption and decryption. Therefore, we call this symmetric key encryption. In public key encryption, instead of one key, there are two different keys. One is called a public key and the other one is called a private key. You can use either the public key or private key to do encryption. Using the analogy of locking the door, if you use the public key to lock the door or encrypt the data, you can't use the same key to unlock it or decrypt the data anymore. In order to unlock the door or decrypt the data, you need to use the private key. On the other hand, if this time you use the private key to lock the door or encrypt the data, you can't use the same key to unlock or decrypt. You need to use the public key to unlock or decrypt. Since both locking and unlocking require different keys, we call this asymmetric key encryption. Good. Let's talk about the application of asymmetric key encryption. First of all, in real-life applications, a public key is a password that can be shared to anyone in the internet, while a private key is absolutely private to the owner. In terms of applications, we can use them in two ways. One is encryption and the other is digital signature. Let's see the following examples. For encryptions, if Ken wants to send some secret message to John, and only John can read it, Ken will use John's public key, which is shared to the public, to encrypt the data, and John will use his own private key to decrypt the data. Since only John has the private key, therefore only John can decrypt the message. For digital signature, if John wants to prove that the message is truly written by him, but not the others, he can prove it by encrypting his own document by using his private key. This process is called digitally signing a document. Since his public key is shared to the public, anyone who has the public key of John can then unlock the document by John's public key. If it can be unlocked by John's public key, the only conclusion is that it is locked by John, who is the only one having the private key in the world. Therefore, people can believe that this document is made by John himself but not the other. As you can see, locking a document by private key is not for encryption, but for showing who writes the document. That's why this process is called digital signature. You see, this is very important that you should protect your private key and you should not share your private key to anyone in order to make the above application work. In the next video, we will talk about some real examples and motivations of using public key encryption and digital signature. If you like my productions, please subscribe my channel or give me a like. See you.